Hi everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring Live, and today is Friday, August 13th. It's Friday the 13th, 2021. We are in the final hour of the trading day, and we are in the final day of the trading week. So wow, what a week it's been. As you know, the final hour of the day is my preferred time to make my buying and selling decisions for my swing trades, and I say this because during the day, algorithms, day traders, they are the ones that are just moving the price around. At the end of the day, the large financial institutions come in, they take control away from the day traders and the algorithm. I consider them to be the smartest money on the street, and therefore the closing levels of the day I consider to be the most valid prices to make those decisions. So that is why I am primarily, I wait till the end of the day, right before the close, to make my buying and selling decisions, and I believe it is a long-term edge in your trading system by doing so. So thank you all for coming. It's always nice to see everyone. I hope you're having a really good day. I hope your trades are working out well today. I appreciate the time that you spend here. I hope it's helping you with your trading and your investing. So let's take a look, see what's going on. Currently, the Dow Jones is down 1.91 points. It's about break even. NASDAQ is also down 9.31 points. And the S&P is slightly up 2.93%. It seems like it's been a wild day, but if you look at the index numbers, it looks like it's pretty boring, but we've been up, we've been down, we've been all over the place. So here's the plan for today, everyone. First of all, we are going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. Secondly, we're going to come back, take a look at my current positions, talk about when I bought them, why I bought them, and how I'm going to manage them going forward. Did have a couple good day trades today. I will share those with you. After that, we're going to go over to the board, take a look at my students' positions, see how those are doing, see where they entered, why they entered, and see how the positions are doing. Good or bad, hopefully good. After that, we're going to take a few minutes. We're going to talk about trader psychology. Most important skill that you can develop and learn in trading is the ability to control your emotions and follow your trading plan. If you don't have that, it's going to be very difficult to be a long-term profitable trader. So I do like to touch base and talk about that each day, and hopefully one day you'll hear me say it just the right way, and you'll internalize it, and it'll be part of you, and you need it to be part of you, like I said, if you're going to be a profitable trader. After that, I have gone down through the results of my scanner. The results of my watch list. I've gone down through the results of Kamal's scanner. I have 3 requirements whenever I'm looking to enter a new trade. First, as always, confluence, combination of indicators lining up on multiple time frames. Secondly, good risk to reward ratio, at least 2 to 1. And number 3, I want to make sure I have a complete trading plan. A complete trading plan for me includes position sizing based upon the volatility of the current market, knowing what my maximum allowed loss is, knowing where my emergency stop is, knowing where my end of day stop is, knowing where my my intraday profit target is going to be, and then also knowing where significant overhead resistance levels are. And then lastly, making sure I have a good trailing stop protocol or rules in place so that if I have a profitable trade, I don't give it all back, which is never fun. So using those 3 criteria, I am going to go down. I do have some end of day candidates. I'll go through each one, look at the multiple time frames, look at the risk to reward ratio, and if I find something, I will buy it before the close of the market. After the market closes, if anybody has any questions for me, please let me know. I'm happy to answer them for you. If you need clarification, please let me know. I'm happy to answer. If you have any stock symbols that you would like me to look at, I'm happy to do that as well. Just put them in the live stream and I'll do my very best to get to them. And then lastly, if my students have any new entries or exits for me today that they would like me to update on the board, if you could just please wait till the close of the market so that I'm done trading, I'm done teaching, and then we'll take as much time as we need to get it all taken care of. All right, so that is the plan, everyone. I'm going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer and sneak a drink of water. No iced tea today. Iced tea, having a little iced tea during the U.S. legal disclaimer. So I'll see you in 40 seconds. Hang tight. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Please carefully read and or listen to the U.S. government required disclaimer before watching this video or live stream broadcast. The video link and disclaimer text are located in the description section of this video or live broadcast, here and here. Thank you so much. All right, let's see who's here today. Anya T. Nice to see you, Anya. Hope you are having a good day. Hope you're feeling well today. And thank you for coming by. Dan gives me the peace sign. I'm peace signing right back at you, buddy. Thank you for that, as always. Always look forward to the peace sign. Michael Wilkinson, a.k.a. Lova, is here. Nice to see you, Michael. Johnson Samuel is here. Hi, Greg and all. Nice to see you, Johnson. Steve Burns is here. Hello, Steve. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're having a really good day. Hope you, Holly, and the dogs are having a good day. I know you're having a good day in gold. I know that for sure, and we'll be taking a look at that. But thanks, Steve, for coming here. Thanks for everything you do for the channel, all your contributions, and also thank you so much for including me on your Friday list today. I always appreciate that. It means a lot. Thanks, bud. All right, well, let's get to it. Boy, my swing trades are nothing to write home about today. I can tell you that. Let's get to it, as ugly as it's going to be. Gary took a half a position. David, Ava, dynamic duo. I like this setup. It's just one of those ones that didn't work out. We closed below the -1 ATR channel. We rallied into the value zone. We had a pullback and wash out of the day one. Then we had a trigger here at a higher low trigger at 51.46. Down 3.42% today. This red line here is my stop, so it's definitely below my stop. I will be getting out of this at the end of the day and taking a 3.34% loss today. So that's the glory of trading right there. ATVI. Michael Martin, Ava, Gary, David, Dynamic Duo, and myself. We did buy Activision Blizzard with a confluence of signals. We had a higher low V2. We had an under 30, over 30. We had an under the -3rd, over the -3rd. Bought at 82.43. It's 83.93. It is down 1.46% on the day. The trade is up 1.69%. So luckily still profitable. I did hit one profit target today right at the very top at 86.36. It did reject the 50 RSI, so I will be selling half of my position here. Also a false breakout to the downside and a V1 to the downside. So glad I hit the profit target. That's why I like to take profits, intraday profit targets, especially on days like today where it gaps up, reverses back down. I am at trailing stop level, but I did reject the 50, so I will be selling half of this and locking in half of profits today. SPY had a nice little overnight SPY trade. I do buy the SPY every day at the close. I hold it overnight. I take the overnight risk, and I bought the SPY yesterday at 445.11, sold it today at 445.70. So 59 cents on the overnight SPY trade. I will be buying this again at the close, holding it over the weekend, and selling it Monday morning. I did have a nice day trade today on Love, which is Southwest Airlines, and I bought that all the way back here. Higher low V1. We were below the value zone, came into the value zone. We had some sideways movement here, which isn't required, but it's nice. Did have a nice V1. Here's day one, two washes out one, closes above day one's close, bought it at 50.63, sold half on the big up bar at 50.72, sold another half at 50.88, and then this last part, the remaining shares, when it came back to my entry, I sold at break even. And if I ever move 1.5 ATRs from my entry on a higher low V1 trade, I always scale out into strength, which you can see was a good idea. But if I move 1.5 ATRs from entry and then come back to entry point, I get out because I don't want to let that winner turn into a loser. So I got in at 50.63, out at 50.72, and out at 50.88. All right, Amazon. Did have two trades today on Amazon. First one was not a good one. I had a V1 here back in the value zone. I bought it at, oh boy, oh yeah, I bought it here at 32.89.28. Next bar came down, closed below halfway the washout bar, got out at 32.87.70. So I got in at 32.89.28, got out at 37.87. So a little over $2 loss, which wasn't too bad. Glad I took it when I took it, because then we had a big dump. So that was a losing trade. And if I could get rid of this line here, we did go over and we had a winning trade, thankfully. Higher low, V2. Closed below the value zone, came in, pulled back, had a nice V2. Here's day 1, here's day 2, here's day 3. 2 washes out 1, 3. Closes above day 1's close. I bought at 32.89.80. A couple bars later, I sold half at 32.92.50. And then we came up, we rejected the 200-day moving average. I decided just to get out of the whole trade. So in at 32.89.80, out at 32.92.50, and out at 32.94.20. And then I also have a swing trade on Amazon as well. I forgot about that. I'll move this over here like so. And myself took a half position. Rich, Ava, Steve, Michael Martin, we did buy Amazon when it bounced near the 200-day moving average at 32.94.87. It's 32.86.20.70. So down on the day and also down on the trade. So yeah, been pretty kind of a tough day today. I'm glad the day trades pulled me out a little bit, but yep, been a bit of a tough trade. Frank says, hello, Greg and all. Frank, happy frigatriskades phobia or fear of Friday the 13th. Really? That's a thing? Interesting. Thanks for that. Yep, happy Friday 13th. Paxton is here. Good to see you, Packy. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Ava. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you are having a really good day. Frank says, imagine the Dow is being held up by a mouse named Disney. Well, did you see Disney? Look at this reversal, Frank. Yeah, it's up 1.18%. Look at this reversal. Yep, I guess selling at the open there would have been the right move. Wow. Kamal is here. Hey, bud. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good few days out with the family, doing some fun stuff. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel and for your friendship, Kamal. Ava says, sorry about the AI, everyone. Not looking so hot tamale. Not so hot tamale today for sure. I will be selling this, taking the loss on there. It's okay, Ava. It was a good setup. That's all the control we have. Look for a good setup. Be patient. I thought it was great. Frank says, Ava, it did inspire a poem for today. Oh, how about that? Steve Burns says, VIX slowly making lower highs and lower lows is bullish. Yes, of course. Yep. If the VIX is making lower highs and lower lows, it means that it's in a downtrend, which is bullish for the market. Trader Joe is here. Hi, Trader Joe. Good to see you. I like that sunset. That's beautiful. Hope you're having a good day. Waterbender says, happy Friday the 13th. Thank you, Waterbender. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a really great day. Okay. Well, what do you think? Should we get on over and take a look at your stuff? Let's take a look at your stuff. Lemonade. All right. Kamal did buy lemonade today on a day trade. He'll keep it as a swing trade. If it stays above his stop, he bought it at 74. It's 73.98. So just a couple cents underwater. So hanging in there. FAS, we have, do we have anybody? Frank in FAS. Yep, bought this all the way back here at 109.05. Beautiful 520 crossover, trigger of a fractal. And this has been a monster trade for Frank. Let's see what Frank's doing with this trade. Up 12.7%. Way to go, Frank. ARKK. So I still have, do I have anybody in this? I guess not. I guess I just forgot to take that off then. All right. Fiverr. We have Steve Burns in Fiverr. Under 30, over 30. He bought at 178.51. It's 171.17. So this one is down on the day, and it is also down on the trade. Apps. M&M. Michael Martin, I can't imagine Michael would still be in this trade at this point. He's driving. If you're out there, buddy, I'm going to take you off of this because I can't imagine that you would still be in that. Match.com, not sure. This is also Michael. Bought at 140.52. It's 136.95. It is down on the day, down on the trade. Steve having a beautiful day on UGL, up 2.71% today, and also up 2.88% on the trade. And he bought this with the deep dip buy under 30, over 30 at 55.63. It's 57.28. So beautiful trade there, Steve. IWM, Steve bought the 1030 SMA crossover on IWM. He bought it at 223.26. It's 221.09. This one is down on the day and down on the trade. Spotify, Michael Martin bought this here at 226.35. It's 212.35. I imagine Michael is out of this trade, but I'll just wait to hear from him. Beyond, not Beyond Meat, but Boyd Gaming. Steve and I believe Steve Frank, the dynamic duo, did buy Boyd Gaming at 59.07. It's 59.94, so it is down on the day, but it is up on the trade. Love, Ava bought Love way down here at 56.90. It's 63.01. It is down a penny on the day, so if you're going to be down, I guess a penny is the way to go. But Ava is up 9.67%, so congratulations, Ava. Pins, dynamic duo bought pins with an under 30, over 30, 56.90. It's currently 56.22. So this one is down on the day and also down on the trade. McDonald's, nice little trade for the dynamic duo. Return to value, sideways motion, V2. Bought at 235.60. It's 238.25. It's up 0.67% on the day and up on the trade, 1.18. Very nice. Boeing. Kamal bought Boeing all the way back here at 207. It is 234.82. It's down a little bit today, but Kamal is up a healthy 11.86%. Way to go. Berkshire Hathaway, having a little problem here. Ava had a beautiful trade on Berkshire here. Sideways motion. Looks like trigger of a fractal, 520 crossover, bought at 280.90. It's 287.60. It is down a bit today, but this trade for Ava is up 2.46%. And then lastly, Caterpillar, another Ava product with a V1 rejection, second rejection of the second ATR channel, bought at 205.30. It's 218.56. It's down 0.76% today, but Ava is up 6.13%. So Ava has just really had some great trades. Really proud of her and really proud of all of you. Okay, let's see. What do we have cooking over here? Steve says silver AGQ broke back over the 30 RSI today. Yes, it did. We'll be looking at that one. I do have that on the list. We have an under 30, over 30, under 30, over 30 today. It's 34.68. So this one will definitely be a potential. AGQ is double leverage silver. Ava says, nice, Frank. It means it was totally worth it. Or worth it. Glenn, hey Glenn, good to see you. Always like hearing from Glenn on the seasonal things. Disney seasonally is weak into end of October. Yeah, Disney had a real look at this. I mean, it gapped from 179 up to 186. Now it's up 1.23%, which is still up on the day. But that's definitely a bit of a bearish bar there. Okay. Oh, today is Friday. So let me take you over to my weekly trades. Gary, Jonathan, Ava, and myself did buy Tesla with a 520 crossover and a V2. We bought it at 685 a couple weeks ago. It is now 716.74. I did hit one profit target this week at 728.55. And so far on this trade, it's up 2.53% on the week, and it's up 4.55% on the trade. So nice little weekly trade there. DoorDash, this has been an excellent trade, everybody. I bought this with a false breakout to the downside. V1, waited for it to pull back, pulled back, tested the -1 ATR channel, bought it at 137.48, sold half at about 151 with rejection of the 50. We moved up 1.5 ATR trailing stop level. We had a close below the previous day's low, sold another half, hit another profit target up here today, or this week, at 190.10. And from entry to current price, this is up 28.34%. So really, a really nice trade. And I do like to trade multiple time frames. As you know, I like to trade weeklies. I like to trade dailies. I like to trade monthlies. I trade the 5-minute. I trade it all, right? But I like to have different time frames. Sometimes one time frame will work for you. Maybe the other time frame might be choppy and get you out. But it's really one of my core beliefs in trading is to trade as many different time frames as possible. Another one is to trade as many different setups as possible, different strategies. And then number 3, trade as many different types of stocks, get outside of equities like gold, bonds, silver, dollar, euro, whatever. And so that is really my philosophy. As many different time frames as possible, as many different strategies or approaches as possible, setups as possible, different types, and then as many different types of stocks and outside of equities as well. And you can see, I mean, the weeklies and the monthlies have worked out really, really well for me over the last few months, and it's nice. It's nice. Waterbender says, high five, Ava. I agree. High five. David says, hi, Greg and group. Good to see you, Mr. David. Hope you are having a really, really nice day. Steve says, Roku, back to the, let me put Roku on here, Steve. We'll put this on the little, whatchamacallit over here. All right, let me try it again. All right, only took me 9 times. Okay, so let's see what everyone's talking about on Roku. Down to the 200-day moving average. Looks good. Let me do some math. I'm taking my maximum allowed loss, dividing it by the value of the 2 ATR, and that tells me magically how many shares to buy, and it accounts for volatility, which is pretty nice as well. Okay. So we have Roku on there. Glenn says, McDonald's is strong in August. Break above a pivot point of 238. Could see a move up to 260. I hope so. I hope so for Paxton and for Tracy. Let's take a little look. 260 would be pretty sweet all the way up here. Let's look at the weekly. Was the high 246? Oh, okay. So Glenn's saying it could break out to all-time highs there. Well, I sure hope it does. Nice trade dynamic duo. Steve says, pins and spot back to the 30 RSI. Yes, they are holding at the 30. And Spotify holding right above the 30. Tracy says, I wish I could like comments on here. Thanks, Glenn. Well, you kind of can't. Just tell me you do, and I'll talk about it. It's kind of like that. George is here. Good to see you, George. Hi, a bit late. Better late than never, my friend. Hope you're having a really great day. Okay. So, AI, I am getting out of AI today at the end of the day. I'm taking my stop loss. First loss is the easiest one, kind of a bummer, but it was a good setup. I will lock in that loss today. ATVI, I might have to watch this one. We did reject the 50 RSI. We may get it closed below the previous day's low. So let's see. Yesterday's low was 83.17. So if it closes below 83.17, I will be out of the entire trade because two of three exit rules got me out. One, it rejected the 50 RSI. That's one. It has moved 1.5 ATRs from entry. So if we got a close below this low, that would be 2 of 3, and I would be out of the trade. But we shall see. We shall see. SPY, that one's on autopilot, just buying that at the close. Amazon, my end of day stop here on Amazon is a close below the 200-day moving average. So it is holding, but it is down about 0.5% on the day. So I can get rid of love. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's what I get for mixing and matching. Kamal did buy love with a close back over the 250-day moving average, bought it at 50.42. It's 50.36, so slightly down on the day and slightly down on the trade as well. And then Apple, David, I forgot to do this one. I'm really sorry, David. David bought Apple at 145.75. It's currently 149.01, up 0.08% today. And David is up on this trade 2.19%. So way to go, Dave. All right, I think I've got all these taken care of. Apple, Love, Fiverr, blah, blah, blah. Oh, don't want to do that. All right, let's go over it. Let's try that one more time. Come on, buddy. All right. That's looking good. That's all good. Okie doke. Steve says, nice ad in here, Glenn, being the seasonal almanac guy. I agree, 100%. It's really nice to have that different dynamic because I don't think any of us in here are experts on that. And Glenn really likes to take an interest in that. So thank you, Glenn, for sharing. Ava says, high five back to you, Water B. Steve says, double top forming on the US dollar chart. Bullish for metals. All right, let's look at UUP, which is the dollar. And Steve's talking about the double top we have pulled back into the value zone. So that might be a little something to watch out for on metals. Don't know for sure, obviously, but we are back in value. So it could catch a bid here, could go back up, which would be negative for metals. But of course, we just don't know. We just have to follow what we're doing, right? Johnson says Netflix V2 Golden Cross, but seems rejected at the 50 RSI. Yeah, I have Netflix on my list today to look at. Barely hanging over the 200-day moving average. Is up on a down day, which is positive. Steve says WDC has two back over the 200-day moving averages. Yep, 2 days holding the 200-day moving average. That is correct. On an upward sloping 200-day moving average. I like the upward slopings better. Let's take a look at the weekly. Big down bar this week. VIX looks like it might go positive. Hey, Frank has a poem for us. Let's read this bad boy, shall we? All right, let me post this in here. And we'll see what we're doing. There we go. Oh, this is going to be about Ava's trade. Is it? Let's check it out. That stock you like to track tends to be put on top of the stack. Should it disappoint, move slowly, or simply lack, it's okay to give it the sack. Remember, you can always buy it back. Oh, so true. That stock you like to track tends to be put on the top of the stack. That's true. I do that all the time. Should it disappoint, move slow, or simply lack, it's okay to give it the sack. Remember, you can always buy it back. Bam. Nice, Frank. That's a mic dropper right there, my friend. That's great. Steve says, I have read the Stock Trader's Almanac a few times and there are fascinating patterns in there. Dan says, I really dig it, Frank. Yeah, I dig it too. That's a digger. That is a digger for sure. VIX might go positive on the day. Holy hamburgers. Very exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff if you have the VIX, that is. Okay, so let me take care of something. And that something has to do with the VIX. All right, let's do this like that. Play around like that. Do a little bit of this. Bam. Bam. Let's see. 26, 27, 20 plus. All right. Done and done. Boom. All right. Oh, that's all good. That's all great. Pacton says, thanks, Frank. Frank says, metallic fact. Oh, I thought we were talking about Metallica. A metallic fact. Sunday marks the 50th anniversary of the U.S. going completely off the gold standard. That happened in 1971, huh? Wow, it seems like it was a long time ago. Well, I guess that is. I was alive. Wow. So that we were on the gold standard when I was born still. Interesting. All right. Well, listen. Today is Friday, and of course, I like to always every day talk about some good trading words of wisdom, some points on trader psychology. And as you know, I have my favorite Twitter channels, I have my favorite Facebook channels, and my favorite of all time is Stephen Burns. And this is a duo. This is a double one here. This is from Akil Stokes at Akil Stokes RTM. He has a great channel. He's a trading coach. Very well respected, and Akil posted this about Steve, but we have Steve in the podcast right here, right now. So we have two giants here, right? Akil Stokes, again, at Akil Stokes RTM, and then we have Steve Burns, who is at S. Joseph Burns. So Akil here is talking about Steve's post. In Steve's post, it says, in trading and investing, the reward comes from taking smart risks. That's the key, smart risks. So let's see what Akil has to say about this post. Good traders are great risk managers. So true. Early on in my career, I thought that the way to make more was to do more. I was wrong. The way to make more is to lock in on your best trades, value quality over quantity, and team that with good risk management. I talk about this all the time. Our number one duty, right, in trading is to manage risk. That's what we are as traders. We are risk managers. If you do not see yourself as a risk manager, then you probably have to think about this a little bit differently. I've said this again many times as well. If you focus on the risk, the profits will come. If you focus on profits and ignore risk, losses are going to come. It's just that simple, everyone. It really is. And Akil is 100% correct. Good traders are great risk managers. And Akil says, early in my career, I thought that the way to make more was to do more. And that's so true. You know, if you come out of a business or you come out of sports and you're competitive, you always feel like doing more is positive, and it probably is. But ironically, in trading, it's not. The way to make more is to lock in on your best trades. And you've heard me talk about this many, many times. Just be patient. Wait for the trade to come to you. Manage the risk, position size, and like Akil says, value quality over quantity. And that is why, as you know, most days I only take one position. I try to narrow it down to the very, 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 very best position. Doesn't mean it always works, but that's my plan, and I have no control over anything except for my plan. So I do value quality over quantity and team that with good risk management. So here's the quote again from Steve. In trading and investing, the rewards come from taking smart risks. Smart risk is the key. Smart risk, put the trade on. If you're right, goes your way, fantastic. Be able to stay through it as long as it's moving up and moving up nicely for you. However, if it's moving down, triggers your stop, get out. Again, we want to be very impatient with losses. We want to be very patient with winners. And unfortunately, most people do the opposite. They're very patient with losers because they always have that hope that it's going to come back. And they're very impatient with winners. They just want to take it. They want to lock it in because it feels good. You've been there. You know what I'm talking about, right? I know you do. Okay, dokie. So anyway, thank you very much, Akil. And thank you very much, Steve Burns. Always nice for me to read these. It's always helpful for me, and that's why I read these, and I hope it's helpful for you as well. But Akil, have a great weekend. Steve Burns, have a great weekend, and thanks for the great combo quote here. Glenn says, cycle followers have market peaking today with a pullback into a low by Wednesday, 18th of August. Oh, interesting. Watch VIX and TLT rise. Well, TLT does have a big day today. Look at that. Up like a big right there for sure. On July, sports fact. Oh, here we go. Sweet. In 1963, Hall of Fame pitcher Gaylord Perry remarked, "They'll put a man on the moon before I hit a home run." I did not know that. Glenn said on July 20th, 1969, a few hours after Neil Armstrong set foot on the moon, Perry hit his first and only home run. Really? Holy hamburgers. That's amazing. They'll put a man on the moon before he hit a home run. How much subconscious stuff was going on with that? Wow, that's unbelievable. Hey, listen, give me 1 second. I need to take care of something here at halftime. Be right back. Okie doke. Okie dokie, Smokey. Here we go. Paxton says, July 20th is my birthday. I fight anyone that says the moon landing was a hoax. All right. Will it be pay-per-view, Paxton, if we get the fight going? I remember watching the moon landing. I was like 2 years old. It's like a distinct memory for me. All right. Let me take care of this real quick. And let me take care of this, and then we're going to get into our stuff. Sound good? Let's see if we can find something that looks decent today. All right, that is taken care of. Back to here. Back to there. Who thinks that Greg is getting another pair of shoes from Amazon? I was not. I don't buy a lot of clothes, actually, but lately I've been running out of stuff, and so I've had them delivered. Another Amazon shipment. It was not. It was something else. It's mystery. It's a secret. All right, everybody. Here we go. Let's get rolling. AGQ, under 30 RSI, over 30 RSI. If I get my magnifying glass out, one thing I don't really like here, I don't like the rejection of the negative third ATR channel. That is a little concerning to me. Let's take a look over at the weekly. Weekly, we're coming up to the second negative 2 ATR channel. It's a valid setup for sure. But I think I am going to pass on this one. Netflix. Well, It is a V2. It did reject the 200-day moving average. Netflix does backtest well with the close over the 200-day moving average, but currently it is under. So at the moment, no go. Budweiser has just gotten brutalized. I mean, I tried to short Budweiser up here. I've been pretty good short, right? But I could not get any shares to borrow, unfortunately. And I watched this thing going down, going, holy hamburgers. Under 30, over 30. It was there earlier in the day. It's 29.47, so not valid for me yet. TMUS. Now, I tried to backtest this earlier, but ETF replay was down. Let me see if I can pull it up right now. Oh, it looks like it's back online. So let's backtest TMUS, excuse me. And we'll check it with the 520 crossover. Come on now, buddy. Let's go. 520. All right. Okay, I did that wrong. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, so here is TMUS with the 520 EMA crossover. TMUS 520 exponential, ran the back test. Yeah, it back tests well. I mean, it does back positively. It back tests 87.9% compared to buy and hold 219. Drawdown as usual, less than buy and hold. Let's get a little better look at the chart. 144.29 compared to 144.32. So technically it has not crossed over yet. It does have a higher low V1. Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly's stuck right there at the 1 ATR channel. I don't know. I'm not that excited about it. Merck, close over the 200-day moving average. Let's backtest Merck. See what Merck has to say. I should know this one. I've traded it so much. And using one moving average. And I'm using this by permission, by the way, from ETF Replay. I really like ETF Replay, etfreplay.com. Merck, let's backtest this over the 200. Yes, it does backtest a little bit, 81.6%. That's only one part of it, though. Is it too chasey? Not that chasey, but let's look at the weekly. Weekly has a lot of resistance above it here. I think I'm going to pass on Merck as well. SDGR has an under 30, over 30. It's back over the negative third ATR channel. There's no double bottom bullish divergence. Let's look at the weekly. Weekly does not really have any support underneath it yet. Probably comes in about $4 lower. So I'm going to pass on that as well. CTRE. Looks like we probably had an intraday rejection of the 30 RSI yesterday. Not going to buy it. Not going to buy it here with the 200 above me. I'd rather just wait for a close back above the 200-day moving average. BIDU, double bottom bullish divergence. This is a good example of this. Here's the low with deep red MACD bars indicating a lot of downward momentum. We did rally into some green. We came back. A lot less red here than over here. That means a double bottom and bullish divergence is in place. However, I still have to have a trigger. There's no trigger. It's under 30 RSI. So it's a potential. It's definitely a potential. So I should probably, let's see, we'll put that over in the potential category. MTN, nice. Would have been a good risk to reward ratio here, but it's under the 200-day moving average still. And it's only 124,000 shares traded. So it's a little light there. Roku, not holding the 200-day moving average yet. So I think I'm going to narrow it down here. AGQ, I'm not going to buy AGQ because of the rejection of the negative third ATR channel. Netflix is a possibility, but now it is under the 200-day moving average. BIDU at 30, and then Roku. So let me write this down here. Netflix, BIDU. Roku, but these are, I'm going to have to wait and see how these end up. I'm not buying them. I'm just putting them here as potentials. Netflix, BIDU. We have 15 minutes. BIDU. Oh, come on, Craig. BIDU. All right, and then ROKU. Roku. All right. But in the meantime, I've got to get rid of the weeds in my garden, and my weeds are AI. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to sell AI right now. Lock in the loss. Never fun to lock in losses, but you got to do what you got to do, right? If you want to be a professional trader, you want to behave yourself like a professional trader, you have to follow your rules. And that's exactly what I'm doing right this minute. Okay, AI is gone. ATVI still holding yesterday's low, so I will hold. SPY, that's on autopilot, buying that. Let's see, Amazon. Amazon's still holding the 200-day moving average, so I'm looking at the potential of Netflix. If it closes over the 200-day moving average, that would probably be my favorite one, actually. BIDU. Down a lot today. I'd probably skip that. And Roku. I do like Roku, but it's under the 200-day moving average. So I'm not even 100% sure if there's anything I am going to buy today. And that's okay, right? That is okay. So I did get rid of AI. VIX making a high on the day, everyone. So that's a bit interesting. Netflix still under. BIDU. Ava, if you're out there, this is a double bottom with the bullish divergence and an ATR divergence. You see, the last time we were down here, we were near almost this 5.5 ATR channel. Now we're down here lower. We're only at the negative third. So that is a ATR divergence. Did we go under 30? That's the key. Yeah, I think we did. And then Roku is Roku's under. All right, we have about 10 minutes to go. That may be the real reason Craig bought Amazon. There you go. Sports break from Steve. On September 24th, 2010, Reds pitcher Aroldis Chapman from Cuba threw a 105.1 mile an hour fastball in a game against Padres, which is the Guinness World. That's the world record, huh? 105. Wow. That's fast. Paxton wants to look at TCOM. Pretty good, Paxton. It's a double bottom with a bullish divergence. Oh, I forgot to put that one on there. This is quite good. This is a double bottom with the bullish divergence. Red, green, red. Under 30, over 30. We're at 32.48. That one looks good, Paxton. That really does look good. That looks beautiful, actually. I mean, we're up against the -1 ATR channel. I wouldn't doubt if we had a little bit of a pullback after this. I don't think I'm going to buy this today, but I am going to make a note of this to look at this next week, because if we do get a pullback and hold the halfway of yesterday's washout bar, that would make sense. And I like it in conjunction with the double bottom bullish divergence. Paxton, I'm so proud of you, man. Really, I'm so proud of you in finding these great setups. DOP says, today is Friday. Any weekly trades? Oh, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. All right. So on the weekly trades, we have FCX. Doesn't look like it's, I was looking for a higher low V2 here. Is day 1, 2, and 3. Looks like the close is under, this is 1, 2, and 3. Looks like the close is not, well, let's see, close 38.10. We're at 38.06. So has to close above 38.10. And then Love, LUV. I went through all these this morning. I was looking for potential of a close back over the 200-day moving average on Love, but it doesn't look like it's happening. So that FCX is a potential for the weekly here. Close 38.10. It's 38.05. So we should look at that. Let's see. 38.10. So that's the line in the sand. It would have to close above 38.10. So I guess I'll need to watch that one too. Thanks for reminding me on that. Let me put that here. FCX. So I'll watch that at the end. Ah, come on. FCX. All right. Come on, Greg. FCX. Okay. 38.10. That would be the line in the sand. Let's take a look over the weekly. I mean, the monthly. Monthly's right at the negative, at the third ATR channel. I don't know. I think I would pass. And we're struggling with the halfway of this bar here. Yeah, I think I'm going to pass on that. So answer to question is no. David says I have to leave. Have a great weekend. Thank you, David. Out of AI, I would imagine. Okay, we have 7 minutes to go. Many drug stocks are breaking up to new highs. That is true. I saw Pfizer look good. IQV has a 520 crossover, I believe. IQV. 180,000 shares traded. Let's see if I can back test that. IQV. No, that one's not available for me to backtest, Davis, so I can't get a reading on that one. Glenn says Roku is seasonally strongest compared to Netflix and Baidu. Roku was up 75% of the time in August and September. Yeah, well, it's under the 200 though at the moment, right? Yeah, it's under. Frank says, I kind of like AI at this price. Yeah, I agree, right? I had to sell it back down. I would look at AI again if we could come back test this bottom, because there will be a double bottom bullish divergence going on. But is holding the -1 ATR channel. All right, Steve is long AGQ, everyone. So Steve is long AGQ. And where did my GLD go? All right, so Steve is long AGQ with the under 30 over 30. Chug, CHGG. I don't really see anything there, to be honest with you, on CHGG. Steve says IQV has a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio and a 40% win rate on the 520 cross. So there you go, Ava. It's not quite over yet, though. It's 247.02 compared to 247.05. Gold having a strong day. Boy, it really went down, didn't it? And bounced back up. Qs have rallied up. Roku's still under. Netflix is still under. I think it's unlikely that I'm going to be buying anything here today. $6.34. All right, we'll do this. What do we have? We have about 3 minutes left is all. So Amazon's holding pretty well. Making a little, holding the 200-day moving average, but yeah, I don't see anything I'm going to buy here. I'm not going to buy Baidu. Roku's still under. Netflix is under. FCX is under 38.10. So I think I'm going to have to just let all of that go. And just be happy with what I have. How about that? Okay. Is Roku gonna do it? Not yet, anyway. 1 minute to go, everyone. 1 minute until the weekend. About 30 seconds left. SPY making a high on the day. Oh, smokes. I guess that is... All right, 445.92. Bought SPY 445.92. All right, so I did buy the SPY 445.92 for the overnight SPY trade, and that was it. So no new trades for me today other than the other overnight SPY trade, and I did get out of AI. Had to take the loss on that one, but that's how it goes. All right, so listen, if any of you have any new entries or exits for me today, any of my students, if you could go ahead, put them in the live stream chat. I will get them all updated real quick. Just want to remind everybody, I do teach private one-on-one lessons in the evening time via Skype. I love to teach. I teach a really good course. Like I said, it's a one-on-one course. I think it's the best way to learn is to have your teacher or your mentor right there. It's just the two of you so that you can ask questions. And I'm very patient in my trading. It doesn't matter how many times you ask me, I will answer calmly each time because it's very important to me that my students succeed in trading. And so the course I teach is 5 sessions. Each session is 3 hours for a total of 15 hours. I teach you all 5 of the stock trading approaches I use. I teach them to you step by step so that when we're done with this course, I want you to be able to trade this exactly like I do and have confidence in it. And that's my goal in the teaching. The course does cost $1,750, but it is worth every penny. You are going to be a better trader, I promise you. So if you're interested, send me an email. Email's in the description of this video. Just say, Greg, I'm interested in the course. And I will reply and say, great, let's set up a Skype call. Let's get to know each other a little bit. I'd like to ask you questions about your trading, your challenges, your goals, what you're trying to get out of the course. It's a good time for you to ask me questions about any specific questions you have about the course. And after the Skype call, just think about it as long as you want. And then one day, if you decide today's the day, email me back and we'll get it all set up. All right, and away we'll go. Secondly, I do have a great online video course available on udemy.com. It's a really good course. I've gotten so many good reviews from all over the world and feedback. It's very affordable. It's $12 or $15 on udemy.com. The link's in the description, but in that course, that course is 9.5 hours, 26 videos, 15 study guides, and I teach you step by step how to trade the deep dip buy approach like Steve. Steve bought the under 30, over 30 today on the Qs, right? And that is a deep dip buy approach. So again, if you're interested, the link's in the description, and watch the course this weekend. And if you have any questions, just come to the podcast next week and let me know, and I will answer them for you. Lastly, if you like today's podcast, I would really appreciate it if you could hit the thumbs up button. It helps to build the channel, helps keep the channel around, lets YouTube know that there's some valuable content here. So if you enjoyed today's podcast, I would really appreciate it if you could just hit the thumbs up button before you check on out of here and get on with your weekend. All right, so Steve is long, AGQ. We'll put lemonade over here, and we'll put AGQ here. All right, so Steve is long AGQ with the under 30, over 30. Steve bought it at 37.18. He's already in the money. Way to go, Steve. 37.18. Okay. Ava is out of AI. And out of BRKB. Oh, okay. So you pulled the trigger on that one, huh? Nice trade, Ava. Beautiful. Lost the 5 EMA. Yep. I totally agree. Paxton is out of AI. Out of 1/2 ATVI. Oh, that's Michael. Sorry. I have MM and DD. Sold 1/2. Okay. Come on. All right. In IQV. Did it have the 520 crossover? Yes, it did. Way to go. Nice. Okie doke. That's dynamic duo. And in AGQ, along with Steve. All right. So we have the dynamic duo there as well. Frank says, hopefully all is not lost. I just bought some AI at 42. Okay. 42.95. So I'm pretty sure Gary's out of that as well. So we're going to reboot here with Frank at 49.25. Already in the money. Very nice, Frank. Okay. Out of BYD. All right, Ava is in IQV at 246. Oh. All right, so Ava, I'm going to put your name here, but I'm going to put your price so we know where you got it at. So Ava at 246.60 right there. So we'll keep a record of that. IQV was a high or low V1 under 50 over 50. It was a V1 yesterday, actually, Ava. See the V1 yesterday? Did it go above 50 yesterday? No, it rejected the 50 yesterday. So this actually, the V2 was yesterday. Kamal is out of BA. Oh, so we locked in BA. All right. Nice trade, Kamal. Out of love. I think that takes everyone out of love. It looks like it about break even for Kamal. And lemonade. So I have lemonade, right? Yep. Lemonade's there. Still have you in that. In Baba. Oh. Oh, that thing again. All right. BA is Baba. 188.50. Okay. All right, Kamal. Okay. Waterbenders in Bark. B-A-R-K. All right. With a little pullback into value. All right. 880. It's at 890. Already in the money. That's what we like to see. All right, if anybody has any more updates for me, please let me know. If you have any questions, please let me know. While you're thinking about that, just want to read this quickly. As always, if we all do one random act of kindness daily, we just might set the world in the right direction. From Martin Kornfeld. I really do try to do this and practice this in my own life. I try to do one random act of kindness daily for someone I know or a stranger. It doesn't matter. It really would make the world a better place. You know, if you have it in you, and you could also do one random act of kindness for an animal, that will be twice as good. Humans like kindness, animals like kindness, you like kindness. So, you know, why not provide a little bit of what you like as well? And it would make the world a better place. So, try to incorporate this into your daily life. And maybe one day when you really need it, someone will be there for you as well. All right. Trader Joe says, thank you. Also, thanks to Steve for telling us about this chat room. Oh, great. Yes, thank you very much, Steve. Really appreciate that. And again, Steve, thank you for including me on your list today, on your Friday follow list. I always appreciate that. That's always really nice of you. Okay. Does anyone have any big plans for the weekend? I hope you have something fun planned. So, the Gossett indicator, right? You know what the Gossett indicator is? The Gossett indicator is when the watch list, or not the watch list, but when my students' positions get large. I hate to say it, but you know it's true. You see it happen all the time. When the positions get really big, and there's a lot of them, we're usually near the top. Doesn't mean it's going to be tomorrow. Doesn't mean anything, right? But I've watched this for several years now. When this increases, and there's lots and lots of positions, we tend to be closer to a top than a bottom. When the positions get very few, when there's few positions, that's generally near the bottom. That's just how it goes. Okay, I can take Netflix off of there. Okay, I don't have anybody in Netflix, right? No. And BIDU. And FCX did not close above 38.10. Okay. So what does that look? Okay, so AI. Are we all out of AI? Frank bought AI. Okay, but that's a new trade. So yeah, all I've got is SPY, overnight SPY trade. I've got ATVI, and I've got Amazon. And I kind of like that, to be honest with you. I like the positions I have. I like that they're getting smaller and smaller. I'm glad that I didn't take a trade today. Nothing really jumped out at me other than, of course, the overnight SPY trade. Frank says, I sure wish the market would heed your closing message. Wouldn't that be nice, Frank? If it did, that would be outstanding. That would be outstanding. So it looks like the Q's rallied in the last... Oof, look at that. My gosh. A big move up. Excuse me. What's happening after hours? Apple's down. Amazon's down. ATAIV is down. Budweiser, unchanged. Gold, up a penny. Love, down 11 cents. Q's, how about the Q's? Down. SPY, down. How dare you? And VIX, you want to guess? It's up. Yeah. Kamal says, thank you, Greg. Have a great weekend, traders. I will be in touch this weekend, Kamal. We can catch up. Michael says, that's because before a bullish market reverses, Gregorians are letting their winners run. Bearish market, we've cut our losses. The Gossett indicator means we're following the rules. That is 100% true. And way to have a good counterpoint on that. That is 100% true because the positions are growing because they're bullish and you are letting them run. That is very, very good point, Michael. You're a very sharp man. Okay, so no more jokes, no more fun facts, no more sports facts, no more haikus, no more poems. I'm open to them. If you've got them, bring them. All right. Well, I am looking forward to the weekend, getting a little, crypto. Oh, look at Bitcoin today. My gosh. Moved up high, came back, retested the 100-day moving average and held, and up 7.66% today. Held above the 70 RSI as well. I mean, I wouldn't be buying up here. Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly, we could get up to 50 grand. We could get up to 50 grand on the weekly until we run into resistance at the 1 ATR channel there. So anyway, congratulations to any of you that have crypto or bought it low. That's fantastic. I think the last trade on here would have been legitimate, would have been this close over the 200-day moving average, and that moved nicely. Although the one before that, you would have got in here, had to have got out, but then got back in. So under 30, over 30 worked well down here. I have noticed that crypto and Bitcoin in particular, they respect the technicals pretty well because so many people are looking at them. And I've said this before, but in my opinion, the best stocks, the stocks that work best technically are the stocks that have as many, that have many people, that have a lot of eyes on them. The more people that see those technical levels, the more they tend to respect them. You can take like an Amazon, or you can take an Apple, and you can see that. You can take kind of a no-name stock, not a lot of people watching, and in my experience, they do not follow technicals as well. So those are my thoughts on crypto, Frank. All right, well, I think that's it. I hope you had a good trading week. I hope you had a good day. Hope you enjoy your Friday the 13th. Have a nice weekend. Go out, do something kind for a human. Go out, do something kind for an animal. Be good to yourself. Get some exercise, but be happy, be content, drive safe. Yeah, just best wishes for the weekend, everyone. And appreciate you coming. And hopefully we'll see everyone back here safe and sound on Monday. So I'm going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer, and that will be it for this week. Thanks so much. Appreciate you all being here. Talk to you soon. Bye. U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and Forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity. Thank you.